I am on that. I've been recently on the OK Cupid grind because vaginas be thirsty, and like it's cute, but it gets really funny because I'm 31 and I know I don't look it. Black doesn't crack for real, and it's always these really young dudes, like around 18, 23, always trying to hit on me and press me like, "Hey, so sister, wanna get with a real man?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, go fetch your dad." It's okay, I'll let you watch. I performed that joke before, and right after I said, "I'll let you watch," this lady gives me this nod of approval, like, "Been there." I'm like, "All right, yowza." She knows how to have a good time for real. I really like this venue, so it's very important to be here because, it's nice and classy. So that's why I wore this pearl bracelet because I'm not a big fan of pearl necklaces. So much cum! I work in the scariest neighborhood. The Virginia Highlands. Now, they're cool. I don't consider this the Highlands. It's not the Highlands once you cross ponds. Once you're there, it becomes the land of lost white people. And it's scary. It's funny, too, because it's where all the white people come to unite and pretend they don't live in the blackest city in America. It's like, oh, bless your heart. You have no idea. I did a show over there, a bar over there, and after my set, this white girl comes up to me and she goes, "Girl, we are on the same level." And I was like, so many untruths in that statement. For one, she looked like she stepped out of an anthropology catalog. And I'm not talking about the study of people. And two, I can guarantee you that if we were both abducted right now, America would care more about her abduction than mine. Which is pretty fucked up considering my name's in the alert. But the Amber Alert's not looking for my black ass. Ooh, that bittersweet irony. So, I'm a woman, duh, and it really is a daily struggle being a woman because there's always at least one guy trying to push his penis on you, and especially if you walk everywhere like I do, and they always like yelling things like, "Hey, you're really great, beautiful," or my favorite, "You're really pretty, you should smile." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you, but I'm really pretty. I don't need a smile." So scram, you job turkey, like, get out of here, what are you doing? And then, oh, hello, someone's got a message. Is it a dick pic? I think I'm the only woman who doesn't get mad when I get a dick pic. Like, they're saving me a step. Because otherwise, it would be me texting them, "Put that dick dough, question mark." And then, if I approve, come on over. It's always funny, like after, you do the goods and then you put your clothes back on, it's like, well, what do we do now? Talk to each other? Like, Like our genitals just had the best conversation, so. Like, it was a high five involved, like, nothing's gonna get taught. Like, it's, thanks for the nut. Consider it, at least. On the other side, like, back to the street harassment, it's always funny, like, when they're yelling the guys yelling those things, if the tables are turned, I'm always like, I'm gonna hold what I want to say, but, I want to get on the phone. Like, I want to say what's on my mind whenever I see a foxy dude, like, "Hey, I like how your dick's popping in those khakis." Or I could just class it up a bit, be like, "Oh, sir, you want to pound my pearl with your clam hammer?" The dude's got that. Or, just get real creative. Be like, the candy that best describes me? Gushers. Self-explanatory. So, I like to do this thing where, like, common phrases that dudes say, I like to do the female equivalent of it. Like, spank bank. Like, you know, oh man, she's so fine, so I gotta put her in the spank bank. And the female version of that is, oh man, I gotta empty out my bean canteen. Bloop. Oh my goodness. And you know, women don't jizz, we jazz. We jazz all over your face, sir. Or you know, like, guys like, oh, stop busting my balls. Like, dudes, don't shit on our tits, please. Only if you love me. So, you know, on the other spectrum, like with guys, you know, they can be creepy on the other way too. Like, well, there's a whole mansplaining, you know, like, and I'm sure we're all familiar with that, you know, just dudes feeling the need to explain something we already know. And I was talking to someone, I'm a big sports fan, and I get this a lot, like when I'm just talking to a homie about, like I was the other day, I was talking to someone about the NBA, and this dude turns around, he's like, wow, you just don't look like someone who would know anything about sports. And I was like, oh, awesome. So I whipped out my dick and breastfed him with it and said, here's my milk. So, all right, we're nice and lubed up. Thanks so much, you all.